Good morning, everyone. Another day here, and Sunday Adelaja here. I hope that you are ready for me. Looking forward to our fellowship today. So if you are there, let us know who you are. It will be interesting to get to know you. Oh, happy Sunday, Shegun Fatumo. You are the first one here today. How are you doing today? Wow. Nice to see you. Yetunde, blessings. Andrew Tarasuk, Privet, Andre. Andy De Jesus, Damilare Fanira, Michael Akapo, Victor Gudikwe, blessings. Oh, did I have a wonderful day yesterday? Oh yeah, it was a blast day. Very good day yesterday, right? Okay, Frank Landry, blessings from Kiev. Wow. Florence from Minnesota, Tiger Depre, Atkins, Shegun Fax, Bosse, Fayajola, Flair, Abiodun, Olaluwe, Lucky Palm, Dwayne Terry, Jerusha Danjuma, Michael Akapo, Pastor Irene from Manchester, Adebayo, Pierre Delaire, Misoi Gervero, Tokumbo Talks. Welcome everyone. Michael is saying, I want you to pray for my baby girl. In Jesus' name, we pray for that baby girl and we release health, healing, and strength upon her. In Jesus' name. Sky Ansem, good morning. Olumide, good morning. Ewa, good morning. Ifeanyi from Houston, Texas, good morning. Femi Piton, good morning, sir. Long time. Cash Pello, morning. Dwayne Terry, good morning. Jerusha, good morning. Kyla, morning. Oluwatobi, good morning to all of you. Dora, good morning from Ireland. Please, as you are coming in, will you please go and share the link as well? Let's go and share the link as we are, logging in before we start. Let's go back to the link and just share the link. Dream Chaser, happy sweet Sunday to you too. Adewale, good morning. So I will appreciate it if you all will go and share the link for this, okay? Let's go and share the link. Okay, let me see if I can get a better view somewhere here. I'm not sure. Do I have a better view? Let's see what's happening. Pierre Della, good morning. Adebayo said he has shared the message. I hope we can all also go and share the message as well. Andy from Brussels, Stephen Unsubuga, blessings. Andreas Emmanuel. How am I? I'm doing fine. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are doing fine too. I'm fine. Okay. Someone said they have shared it. Good. Okay. Well, if we have shared the message, I don't know if that's better or not. Ooh. Trying to get the best posture for me for this program. I don't like the lightness so much. Trying to get an improved Lightning position for myself. Well. I think we should just, I'll just go back to where I was originally, really. Yeah, this might be the optimal for now. Well, if you are ready, today is the final day for this week, and I'm going to continue talking every about this topic also every day. I'm just giving you tips, wisdom tips for daily life, wisdom tips for daily life, wisdom tips for daily living. So if you are ready, let me tell you the topic of today. The topic of today is surround yourself with people that inspire you and positively affect you. Surround yourself with people that inspire you and positively affect you. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much to every one of you who were with us yesterday at my birthday, even though it was just a broadcast. I want to use the opportunity to thank all of you, everyone that greeted me and sent in their birthday wishes. I want to appreciate you, and I want to say thank you so much for you. I received so many, birthday greetings, thousands of them, and I took my time to read every one of them. I did that also this morning. So I want to thank all of you that took time to wish me birthday greetings. It was a very busy day yesterday, the whole day, from the early morning till night. We were celebrating, and of course we had a good day. And some of you will be able to, if you are interested, all of you will be able to go into the videos, and if you go to the video section on Facebook, you will see a lot of those recordings. So we try to bring as much as possible to you. We tried not to leave you people out of it. So even if you didn't have time yesterday to go, you can still go see it today. You can still go see. It was a busy day. I think we had about 5 different reportage for you, 5 different reports. We came back to you 5 different times, the filming and reporting on different things that were happening. So thank you again for being there and for showing your love. And we have bond. It's like we have been able to bond these very few weeks that we are together. It's just less than a month that I've been doing this, and yet it has been so nice. We have all come together very, very tightly as a family. So that's nice. So today's message is, surround yourself with people that inspire you and positively affect you. People who inspire you and positively affect you, or people who inspire you or affect you positively. Our world is already full of so much traumas. Our world is already full of traumas, and it's full of bad news. The world is full of bad news. The world is full of, so much depression, so much depressing news, and so much depressing events happening around us. The life around us is just very depressing on its own. If you put on your television, they give you news that will cause you to go into depression. If when you wake up in the morning, you will receive phone calls that are just talking about problems and things that don't add inspiration to you. So what I'm trying to say is that life, there are not too many inspiring stuff we see all around us every day. Not too many things that inspire us. Most of the things are things that discourage us. Most of the things are things that take away our inspiration. So, but if you put your life in a way that, this is life, and if you just take life the way it comes and say, this is how it is. People, these are the people who surround me, and this is just what I have in my life, well, you are going to suffer. You are going to be at the mercy of life. So for you not to be at the mercy of life, there are some things you need to do differently. You can decide your own environment. You can decide your own ambience, the atmosphere that surrounds you. It is in your hand. You have the power to decide what your environment is. And one of the ways to decide your environment and to decide your mood and to decide your state of mind is by consciously choosing the people that will surround you. We can all do that. We all have the power to do that. Somebody could say, well, how can I choose people that surround me? I cannot choose my husband anymore because I'm already married. I cannot choose my wife. I'm already there. Or I cannot choose my neighbors. We live around the same way. Or I cannot choose my father, my mother, my relatives. And these are the people that I surround myself with. Well, but at the end of the day, you still have the right, you still have the freedom and the authority to actually choose who are the people you relate to or you relate with. So the idea is, who are you relating with on who are you relating with on regular basis? Who are your friends? Somebody says, show me who your friends are and I will show you who you are. Actually, some people believe that if you take two friends that you relate with most of the time, who are the closest people to you, that you will discover that you are only the average of those two friends. So if they are just average people, if they are not so great, you will just be in the middle of them. You just be, half of them. You are the average of people that you relate with. Let's say you have 5 friends, and look at their worth, look at their achievements, their success, look at their energy, their positive outlook in life, look at their focus, assess them, and you will see that you are just like in their middle. You are just the average of the people you relate to and you relate with. So the idea is that the world is so full of things that discourage us most of the time. And it will be a mistake for us to think that, well, there is nothing I can do about it. That is just life. And these are the people I find around me. No, you can decide your own atmosphere. You can decide your own surrounding. You decide your own environment. It is in your power. So, let me tell you why this is important. There are 2 things that affect your destiny. Where you will be in 5 years' time and in 10 years' time depends on 2 things. Where you will be in 5 years' time or 10 years' time depends on 2 things. Would you like to know those things that your destiny depends on? Where you will be in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time? You want to know the 2 things that decide those things, that decide where you will be, where your future will be? The 2 things that decide your future, where you will be in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, are: 1, the books you read, because the books you read also form your surrounding. The books you read also form your environment. So you might have the wrong people around you, but through books or the video you listen to, like you are listening to me now. Some of you have been listening to me for a few weeks now, and that has become your environment. So you can, even though I'm in Ukraine and you are in your country, wherever you are, you can actually decide to bring me to your house, to bring me to your life, and to create an atmosphere of Pastor Sunday in your own house. You can be having Pastor Sunday with you all day long. You can have Pastor Sunday to relate with and to hear Pastor Sunday's voice and to relate with him, to reason like Pastor Sunday almost half of the day or the whole day. What you need to do for that is just to get your cassette, your computer or your telephone, your YouTube, go to the YouTube, Sunday Elijah Official, and you'll be hearing so much wisdom on a daily basis, so you can actually decide that your life will be full of wisdom on 24 hours. You can be loading your life with wisdom, with unconventional wisdom on a daily basis. You could go to my SundayElijahBlog.com as well, to my blog, and you fill your life with that positive impact. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to have people around you physically for you to decide your surrounding. You can decide your surrounding by what you read or what you listen to, by what you choose to listen to. So if you see that the people around you are not encouraging you, if you see that the people around you are not the people contributing to your destiny, they are not contributing to your future, their life is not reflective of the future life that you would like to have for yourself. If they are not a reflection of your dream, if they don't have what it takes to take you to the next level, and you see that these are just the people around you, you can still change that. That is not the end. You can just go ahead and, bring the people that you desire, or, who can help you to create a better future. Bring the people that you think have what it takes. They have the wisdom, they have the know-how, they have the skills, they have the, they have the understanding, they have the wisdom to take you to the next level. Go and find them. Find their books and begin to read their books. The books you read will decide where you'll be in the next 5 to 10 years. And then sometimes it's not books anymore, because many people don't read books, but if you just even listen, if you can find audio messages or audio trainings, audio teachings, or, preachings like I'm doing now, and bring those people and listen to them on a regular basis, and then begin to remold your life, reshape your life according to the truth that those people are going to be teaching you, that is still the same thing as surrounding yourself and creating your future by what you are listening to. So you can actually recreate your future. You can redirect your destiny. You can rebuild your life altogether just by imagining yourself in the right atmosphere, just by making sure you surround yourself with all the necessary truth and words and wisdom and understanding. So 2 things decide where you'll be in the next 5 to 10 years. One, the number 1 thing that decides your future is the books you read. And the number 2 thing that decides your future is the company you keep. The company you keep. So 2 things that will decide where you'll be in 10 years' time. So let's examine it. Let's look at your life right now. Will you, maybe you need to take a sheet of paper and, sit down, maybe not right now, but after this message, maybe you need to go back to this message again and sit down and just reflect and meditate and think, okay, now, let me answer these questions. Who are the people that I've surrounded myself with? Who are the people around me? Who are the people in my environment? So you make sure that you write the names of the maybe 5 or 10 top people that you relate with on a daily basis. Let's say a day is 24 hours. Let's say in my 24 hours, the average of my 24 hours, who are the people that I meet? And who are they? So you have to write down, let's say they are your family. Okay, that's 1. Number 2, maybe they are your colleagues at work. Okay, that's number 2. Then number 3, maybe they are just your friends. Okay, then you write the list of those people. The people you relate to or you relate with are not just people you see physically. They are also people that you meet, you talk to on phone. You might not be meeting them, but you might be spending a lot of time with them on phone, or you might be spending a lot of time on your computer doing that, relating to those kind of people. So, decide for yourself, who are these people that I relate with most of the time? Who are the people that I relate with most of the time? And then when you get the list, also ask yourself, who are they? What are their achievements? What are their achievements today? What are their accomplishments? So answer yourself the question, what are their accomplishments on today? So those people that you are relating with, are they people that bring you encouragement? Do they bring you inspiration? Do they inspire you? Do they encourage you? Do they make you to be more focused about life? Do they live by the right value system? Do they inspire you and gear you up to go and attain greater things, greater heights? Do they make you to want to change and become a better person? Do they influence you in a way that you want to become richer, wealthier, more successful? Do they give you direction in life? Do they push you forward to attain your goals and to pursue the dream that God has put in your heart? Or do they slow you down? Or they're just indifferent? What do they talk about on a regular basis? Do they just joke and laugh? Do they just make you feel comfortable? Or they push you? Or they make you uncomfortable, but they push you to attain a greater height in life? Are they a source of encouragement, or they are a source of discouragement? So what do they bring to the table? How do they improve you? How do they add value to you? How do they inspire you? How do they set you on fire? Do they just inspire you in the area of family, or maybe they also inspire you in the area of professionalism, or maybe they inspire you in the area of life goals, of vision, of focus? What do they bring to the table? Are they the kind of people? What have they have accomplished in their lives themselves? What have they accomplished? Are they the kind of people that you would like to emulate? Do they have such results in their life that you wish to have in your own life? Are they so successful that you are running and you are striving to catch up with them? Are you learning something new from them on a daily basis? So these are the kind of questions that you want to answer, you want to ask yourself about the people that surround you today. So let's say you have 5 people, and you see that out of those 5 people that you relate with regularly, there is nobody there. So what you do is that you just go and say, okay, even though I don't have these people around me, but they are there in the world. They are all over the world. So I'm going to bring them to my own sphere, to my own space. I'm going to build, if you want to become a billionaire, for example, you have to just say, okay, I'm going to bring billionaires into my own space, into my environment. I'm going to live with Bill Gates in the same house. I'm going to live with Donald Trump in the same house. I'm going to live with Warren Buffett in the same house. How do you do that? You just go and get their videos or their tapes or their audios or their books and surround yourself, fill yourself with the knowledge that they have, and then begin to practice it. So even though you are living with people in your house or at your work, but you are not living in their reality. You are creating your own reality. You see, it is not what we are surrounded with that really matters. It is what we focus on that matters. So even though you are surrounded with all these other people that are not going anywhere, but you must seclude yourself intentionally. You must separate yourself and, immerse yourself in the knowledge, in the books, in the wisdom that you are getting from the people that you desire to become like, or from the people who are really teaching you some things about life and improving you and rightly inspiring you. So it is when what you focus on. If you are going to focus on self-education, adding value to yourself, on imagine yourself in the wisdom and truth of people that inspire you, then that is who you will become eventually. You will just discover that you are changing. You are changing gradually to the truth that you constantly focus on or listen to. So, and that way also, you must also, in the same way, you must also, you must also create an environment that will inspire you. Create your own inspiration. Let your environment be an automatic inspiration to you. So who are the people that speak the words of inspiration in your life or around you? Or who are the people? Look for them all over the world. There are a lot of people in the world that can inspire. Go look for people who have the words of wisdom, the word of inspiration, the word that can lift you up, the word that can make you to say, wow, yes, I'm ready to go. I'm encouraged today. So like someone is writing now, Fleur from France. Aha, he's saying, aha, ha, ha. Pastor Sunday is daily in my own house. So bless you, Pastor Sunday. My life is fully and positively moving forward. Love you and thank you so much. So the same way, that's what I started with. You could, if these words and this daily broadcast have been an encouragement and a blessing to you, fill your life with it on a daily basis. Listen to it as many hours as possible so that these words of wisdom will become your flesh, so that it will become part of your life. So you are always encouraged. You are always inspired. You are always, encouraged to move forward and to do what you need to do. That is what it means by, creating your own environment, by relating with people that positively affect you and inspire you. Inspiration is a very important thing. One of the reasons why people have you heard of pornography? Well, one of the main reasons why people fall into pornography is because they are looking for inspiration. They need inspiration. They want something to inspire them. And because they have not built that system of inspiration, they just follow the wind, and they just, use whatever they see in the closest to them as their inspiration. One of the reasons why people drink and smoke is because they're looking for inspiration. And one of the reasons why people fight is because they are frustrated. So, instead of you to just, wait until frustration comes into your life, instead of you to wait and just, be thinking that inspiration is when God gives it. No, you can create your own inspiration. You can even create a whole atmosphere that gives you the kind of inspiration that you need on a daily basis. So you don't need to wait for inspiration to come by itself. I have had people say, "No, I don't know, Pastor. I'm not inspired, or I'm not as zealous as I would like to be, or I'm not as on fire again. I don't feel like praying. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel." People are waiting for feelings. People think that feelings should just come by itself. So many people that feel that it is feelings that just decides in their inspiration. If you are going to wait for feelings, you not have enough time to wait, because feelings don't always come. And if you are going to depend on feelings, some of the feelings that will come they are not the ones you would like. So, and if you are going to depend on feelings also, your mood is going to be changing from time to time. You are going to be hot today, then cold tomorrow. You are going to find out that you are just changing all the time, and you are not reliable, and you are becoming capricious, and people around you will become frustrated, because people don't like people who are not stable. People don't like people who change all the time. People don't have that like moody people. And if you don't want yourself to be moody and your life to be totally run down by what you feel, then you have to make sure that you take your time to intentionally create your own atmosphere. You have to intentionally create the kind of voices that come to your life. You have to intentionally create the kind of influence that come to your life. You have to intentionally create the voices that you permit into your own environment. Even though you are living and you are relating with your family, and it's a good thing to relate with your family, but if your family members are people who discourage you, if there are people who put you down, if there are people that don't speak positive things into your life, then you just have to take your time. Take your time and live with them, love them, treat them well. Be a sower to them. You make sure that you sow the positive things in their lives. You make sure that you bring positive influence in their lives, but close your spirit into the negative things that they are bringing to you. Close your mind, close your ears into all the discouraging things that come from them. You decide that, and when they begin to cultivate the negative things around you, or when they begin to bring negativity to you, just go ahead and hide yourself in the area, in the room, or in the ambience that you have created for yourself. Go and hide yourself in the environment that you yourself have created. For example, you just leave the place where they are quarreling, or where they are speaking negative things against you or about you, and just go to your own place, or put your headphone on, and put some of these messages on. Put on the wisdom nuggets from Pastor Sunday, wisdom tips from Pastor Sunday, or put anything in your profession that will make you to become a better person. So fill your life with the kind of thing that will inspire you to become greater. Fill your life with the kind of words, with the kind of understanding that will always make you to be a better person, that will always change you, that will lift you, that will encourage you, that will make you a better self. So you don't be at the mercy of where you have found yourself. Some people say, "Oh, but there is nobody like that here. I want to be a millionaire, but there are no millionaires here. I want to be a preacher, but there are no preachers here." But they are everywhere in the internet. I want to become a mega church pastor, but I don't say anyone. But they're everywhere on the net. Go for them. Go look for them and create that atmosphere. You want to become a successful marriage person, a wife or husband, or mother. The same thing. Go and look for those materials and create an atmosphere whereby those are the things you fill your life with. So what I'm saying is that you decide your environment, you decide your ambience, you decide your surrounding, and you decide your inspiration. Don't depend on goosebumps to create inspiration for yourself. Create your own inspiration on a daily basis. And some people, they get inspiration only when they go to church on Sunday, because they have good praise and worship, good message. You don't need to wait for Sunday for you to be inspired. You can create inspiration in your life every day. You can have an inspired life, positive life every day. It is your choice. You create your own environment. You create your own inspiration. And there are 2 ways to do it, like I just told you. 2 ways to decide who you will become and how your life will look in the next 10 years. One, the first means is by the books or lectures that you listen to, or the books that you read. So the book that you read decides your destiny, or the things that you fill your life with will decide where you'll be tomorrow. But most importantly, the Bible says that bad manners will corrupt. What does it say? Evil communication will corrupt good manners. Evil communications will corrupt good manners. So the people you surround yourself with, the people that you relate to and with on a regular basis, they go a long way to decide your future, your destiny. So if evil communication corrupts good manners, that means that you could even be originally a good person. You could be an inspired person originally. You could have good qualities originally. But if you have the wrong people around you, those wrong people will bring you down. You will lose even the very best qualities that you had. Your character will be affected. Your character will be changed because you have the wrong people around you. Because you have the wrong people around you. If you want to be a happy person, make sure that you fill yourself with people who are happy. If you want to be a successful person, fill your life with people that are successful. And if you don't have them anywhere around you, use the first strategy to do it. Use books, use messages, use things, speeches like this that I'm giving to you to decide what your destiny will be like. So don't be at the mercy of people around you. Don't be at the mercy of your family even. Don't be at the mercy of your next of kin, because some people could say, well, I cannot divorce my wife anymore. I cannot divorce my husband, and that's just what I have. My parents are not good for me, but I cannot do anything about it. Well, if you think that they are bringing negativity, become a sower. Don't just wait to reap and to receive only. The Bible says that it is more blessed to give than to receive. So what does that mean? Live your life in a way that you are the one that is always giving. That thing that you expect to receive from others, begin to give it. So even though you don't have those people around you that could, that could inspire you, or that could be a source of encouragement or wisdom to you, you be that source of encouragement to them. You be that source of wisdom to them. You be that source of understanding to them. You begin to give to people. So, because the Bible says it's better to give than to receive. It's more blessed to give than to receive. So become a sower. Be sowing. If you want to receive joy, begin to sow joy in the life of people. If you want to receive wisdom, begin to sow the wisdom you already have in the life of people. Some people say, okay, what about if they don't want to receive it? If they don't want to receive it, create your own atmosphere and keep on filling your life with the things that you need that will make you better. And then, find people that you'll be able to give these things to. If your family members don't want to receive, then let other people, maybe anywhere, maybe in the internet, maybe at your work, maybe in your church, begin to give to them. Because the best way to receive is actually to give what you already have. When you are giving what you already have, then you increase what you have. You don't deplete what you have. You don't lose what you have. You actually, increase what you have by giving what you already have to people. So create your own atmosphere, create your own environment, and let your environment be the environment that positively affects you. Some of us, we think that we're at the mercy of what is happening in our country. Oh, this just happened there, this just happened there. Yes, if you don't build your own protective edge, you'll be at the mercy of the news. You'll be at the mercy of the politics of your country. You'll be at the mercy of what people are talking about around you, because you have not built your own edge. So build an edge around yourself. Build an edge around yourself. And that edge that you build should be, by the walls should not just be to keep people off, but it should be an edge that you use to surround yourself, so that that the walls are not walls of hatred or negative walls. They should be the walls that you desire to learn from. They should be the walls of inspiration to yourself, walls of in your own word of growth, walls of adding value to yourself. The walls that you create, you build, the edge that you create around yourself, and the wall that you build around yourself should be walls that give you knowledge, give you inspiration, give you aspiration, give you encouragement, and give you focus to become what you wish to become. So don't be thinking that you are at the mercy of the country you are living in. Don't think that you are at the mercy of the people you surround yourself with. Not all of us will be in the best country in the world. Then 7 billion people cannot be in the best country in the world. It doesn't just work that way. But we can all bring the best obtainable practices all over the world into our own environment, into our own lives. So create your own life. Don't wait till something naturally happens. Sometimes people say, I have a good mood today. Why do you have a good mood today? Somebody gave me something. Somebody gave me some compliments. Or something good just happened. You don't need to wait for something good to happen before you could be happy. Decide your own happiness by surrounding yourself with people, with things and people that positively impact and influence you. So you don't need to wait, and be at the mercy of people who will do what to you. Let your life be filled with people, that you choose. Be the owner of your own life. Be the one that chooses people who surround you. Be the one that chooses your friends. Be the ones that choose people that influence you. Other people don't have to influence you. You can choose. Yes, not at all time, but even if you are working at a place where you cannot choose, or you are living with your relatives where you cannot choose, but after you leave their own atmosphere, go to your own atmosphere, go to your own environment that you have created for your own self, so that you have chosen to be in. So despite the fact that, other things could influence us, but you can also create such an environment that you will influence. That will influence you better in the way that you need than in other ways. So life shouldn't be. Don't agree to live in sorrow. Don't agree to live in discouragement. Don't agree to live in frustration. Don't agree to live in lies and in frustrating environment and in your trouble. Even if you have real problem, let's say with your wife or with your daughter or with your son or with your husband, and those problems are nagging at you, they are coming against you, but you still can control your own mood despite that. You still can create your own environment. You still can can create inspiration for yourself, even when you have the most nagging problem, the most horrible problem. Let's say your son is in prison, or your daughter is doing something that is wrong, or your husband is drinking. You can still create your own atmosphere, even in that most negative atmosphere. How do you do it? Follow the principle that it is not what is happening that decides your joy. It is not what is happening that decides your reality. It is what you fix your mind at. It is what you focus on that decides your reality. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are listening to me now, but as you are listening to me, there are other things also happening around the world, but you don't know about them. Maybe as you are listening to me now, God forbid, your son or your husband or your wife is doing something bad. But because you don't know about that, you cannot even think about it. What you don't know about, what you have not brought to your mind, you are not focusing on it, so it's not affecting your feelings. It is only what you are focusing on that affects your feelings, and then that goes ahead to affect your life. So what I'm saying is that, but once you know about it, somebody comes to you with the news and say, oh, your son has done this, or your daughter has done this, or your husband has done something bad, then you shift your mind and your focus from the positive things you've been hearing from me now. You shift it to begin to think about that bad thing that you heard about. And once you are thinking about that bad thing, it now becomes your reality. It becomes your environment. So once you begin now to think that, oh, how could he do this to me? Oh, this guy is so bad. Oh, this. Then that begins to bring you depression. It begins to bring you bad mood. It begins to affect you negatively instead of positively. So in the same way, you can even still know about the bad thing that has happened or that is happening to you right now. The bad things could still be happening, but you could just decide through your own decision that I will not make it my reality. This bad thing that is happening, I am going to shift my mind from it. I am going to, instead of focusing on this bad thing that is happening, I am going to now focus my mind on what I choose to think about. If the words of Pastor Sunday are those things that you choose to listen to, if these words are the words that encourage you, then do that and say, okay, I'm going to listen to Pastor Sunday until I begin to think only about what Pastor Sunday is saying. If anything, somebody was even writing me yesterday and said, they 2 days ago, they said they like my laughter. They like the way I laugh. And they said even my laughter is an inspiration to them. Well, think about my laughter. Put a video. I have people in my church here who have my laughter as their telephone sound or their telephone song. So their telephone is ringing. When their telephone rings, it is Pastor Sunday laughing. How are you today? Hallelujah. God bless you. So people use that as their telephone. So each time their telephone rings, they are hearing Pastor Sunday's voice. They are hearing some laughter that's giving them joy. So do something. Choose what you allow to influence your life. Choose what you allow to influence your feeling. You can choose it. It is your choice. So instead of you thinking all the time about the thing that has been happening in your life, that has been making you to be depressed, that has been oppressing you, that has really been bad, stop. Just say stop. It is not what is happening that is the problem. It is what you're focusing on that is the problem. And it is only your focus that decides your thought. And it is only your focus that decides your feeling. And it is your focus that decides your action later on. So choose to focus on the thing that will inspire you. Choose to focus on the things that encourage you. Choose to focus on things that that lifts you up, that blesses you, that opens your eyes, that expands your mind, that adds value to you. Choose to focus on those things rather than on the things that put you down, that makes you to want to cry, that discourage you. Just stop to think about it. Some people think, okay, if I stop to think about it, then it will be irresponsible. I feel myself irresponsible. Could I just, not think about anything? By thinking about it, and you are getting worried and it's affecting you badly, that doesn't change anything and it doesn't resolve the problem. It's better to be thinking about the ways to resolve problem rather than be worried about it. Things that are giving you troubles and making you to worry, they will only kill you. They are only making your health worse. But the things that will really make you to change situations, they will not make you worry. They will make you to think about ways to solve the situation you are in. The words of wisdom. Wisdom doesn't make you worry. Wisdom makes you better. It makes you to want to work on something. So it's not an act of irresponsibility. If you don't find anything positive that will help you to resolve the problem to think about, then stop thinking about the negative one. Stop thinking about it altogether until you find something positive that you can think about, wisdom that you can meditate on, that will take you to solution. Think on only those things that will take you into the solution rather than thinking about the things that will bury you more into the problem. You know, especially the people that you have around you, do that inventory that I spoke to you about, and let the people who are around you, the people who want to make you better, the people who push you forward, people who encourage you, people who you encourage. It doesn't just have to be that there are people who just you receive from, who only encourage you. You can also find people that you could be a blessing to, people that are learning from you. That is also a good thing, because once people are learning from you, then you are also improving yourself. You are giving to people, and people are receiving from you, and they are being blessed through you. So don't be discouraged by, don't lock yourself into the fact that there are no people who could be a blessing to you around you. But find people who are ready to receive your own blessing. Find people who are ready to learn from you. And once you could, you find people like that, begin to sow into them. So don't just be a receiver, be a giver. Like I said, it's more blessed to give than to receive. And once you are giving like that, you will also be enriching your own life. Okay. I'm thinking, should I begin to read your comments now? Okay, let me read a little bit of what you have written. Terry Samuel says, the books you read and the company you keep. Yes, those are the two things that determine what you become in future. It says, very true and well said, Pastor. Happy birthday, Pastor Sunday. That's all from Terry Samuel. Some minister says, sir, I love everything about you, sir. Your impact is being felt in Nigeria so greatly, sir. You are a blessing to this generation. I request for your email, sir, if possible. Minister Sam from Kaduna. Oh, yeah, I always give my emails out, no problem. My email is pastor@godembassy.org. Pastor@godembassy.org. Fatima Bibaeva. Привет, Fatima. Как там Южной Африке? Как мой континент? Fatima says, my pastor from heaven, so humbled and so blessed to know you, sir. Thank you, Fatima. Blessings to you. Greetings to my continent, Africa. Fatima is in South Africa. Okay. Pretty Osas says, good morning, sir. Are you not going to church today, sir? No, I'm having church here. I'm having my own church is in the evening. My church is my fellowship that I'm leading. I'm going to lead today is going to be at 5 o'clock our time. So it's not now. Obina Ofoshuku says, so true, happiness starts with you, and nobody will make you happy but yourself. Yes, happiness starts with you. Nobody will make you happy but yourself. Princess. Now, the person who is asking about if I'm going to church today, you know what? The system of our church is that in Kivia, I have 45 churches, 45 services every Sunday that I have going on in my city, in the Kiev city that I am in. So I am the senior pastor. Now, can you imagine me going to preach in one place? All the people in the 45 churches would like to come to listen to me. So what I've done is that I've raised up pastors after myself, my sons, who are pastoring all these 45 churches in the city. And what I do, I only train the pastors and the leaders, and I meet with them, separately. But they are the ones who are pastoring the crowd, the ordinary people. And another reason why that is important for me is because I plan to leave this country eventually. I plan to go to Africa sooner or later. So can you imagine if I make people to depend on me, and if I am the North Star and the only star, lone star, and that is always preaching and that is always being the one that everybody has to look up to, and other pastors are not the ones who are ministering. When I leave, what then will happen to my church? What then will happen to the work I've started? So for that not to happen, I have to use wisdom to step behind and let my sons go forward and just be supporting them from the back. So that when I leave now, people will be used to listening to them. They will be used to listening to these my pastors, and they will not say only Pastor Sunday we can listen to. And I know that happens in a lot of churches. When the senior pastor is not around, then nobody wants to go to church, or the attendance of the churches drop because the senior pastor is not there. So if the senior pastor is not there, some people will say, oh, I will not go to there. Oh, he's not going to be there. So that's why it is better for the senior pastor not just to be the only star or the superstar of the church. It is also good for the senior pastor to raise up other people that will be able to do as much as he can do. You know, the real truth is that real success demands successors. So you are not really successful until you are able to raise successors who are able to do exactly what you're able to do. If the people that you've raised up cannot do what you can do, you are not successful. So the measurement of your success is how good your people that you have raised up are. So a real leader should not be measured by what he himself has been able to do. It should be measured by what his disciples have been able to do. So that is why on a Sunday like this, I don't go to a particular church to preach, because also that could also raise jealousy and envy. Because the church where you are going to preach in, other churches will be, losing members, and they'll be wondering why is it that it is only that church that pastor is going to. So the best thing to do is to keep on raising up sons, and that's the best way, because that's the way Jesus did it. Jesus also ministered to the crowd, but the crowd was not his focus. His focus were his disciples. His focus was in building quality in his disciples and building them up so that they will become like him, so that they will carry his nature. And that's what I try to do as well. So I just wanted to answer, because I've had that question several times. Pastor, are you not going to preach in church? Are you not going to church today? No, I have fellowship every day, but that will be in the evening after the churches. So everybody that wants to fellowship will come, and then we have fellowship where I train them. So true. Obin has said, so true. Happiness starts with you, and nobody will make you happy but yourself. That's so good. Princess Omo Yemi says, Pastor, thank you for the message. Okay. Ethnic Oldnak said, pray for me. I don't know what to do. Well, I pray for you that God will give you wisdom and insight, and his divine leading will come to you in Jesus' name. Fatima Bibaeva, my dear pastor, I'm so grateful to God for you. Thanks a lot for your teachings. Thank you for you always available to people. Yeah, Fatima, I think I will tell the people here, if you don't mind, your story. What happened is that Fatima she's a lady from Russia originally that married to South Africa, to a South African man, and moved to South Africa. And she didn't know me, she didn't know church. So when she was in a new country in Africa, she started to pray to God that, I need you. I need to find a church here, or I need to find, I think she was even an unbeliever. She was not a believer, she was not like born again. I think she just didn't know God, but she was in a desperation looking for God. Where are you? If there is God in heaven, show yourself to me. If you are there, God, show yourself to me. And you know what? She is in South Africa, and God came to her in the dream and gave her my name and told her, go look for, because she was saying, is there God on earth, this world? Is there any God here? If there is God, where are you? How can I? Do you have real people who know you, people who really serve you? And God gave her a dream, and in that dream she saw the name Sunday Adelaja. And she was thinking, I think she didn't even know it was a name at first. So she was asking people, what is Sunday Adelaja? Or what is Sunday Adelaja? And they were telling her, oh, that is a name. Somebody told her that is a name of a preacher, of a pastor. Oh, and she said, how can I find him? Where is he? So for a long time, she couldn't find who I was. Then somebody said, go to the internet and you'll see him. So she went to the internet and found information about me. She didn't even know I was a human being, or I was a preacher, or anything like that. So she wrote me and said, wow. So she started listening to me. That's why she's saying, Pastor, that God gave me from heaven. So God gave her Pastor Sunday from heaven. God gave me to her from heaven. God came to her and gave my name to her and said that follow that man. That man will lead you to know me. So that is the story of Fatima Bibaeva. And so it's so good that she's here now on Facebook and live broadcast, so she could follow me every day as well. So Dora said, thank you for the message. I'm so inspired. God is good. Dove said, thanks, Pastor, for mentoring and inspiring the world. Thank you. Tiger Dearpre said, when you give what you have, you increase what you have. That is so true. Yetunde says, these are powerful wisdom tips from Pastor Sunday. God bless you real good. I wish I had known you so much earlier in life. Oh my God, these few months has indeed transformed my life. You are God sent. Oh, you are talking like the lady, like Fatima too. You are God sent and a blessing to humanhood. Gracias. Thank you. By the way, I think Fatima was born in a Muslim family. Fatima was born in a Muslim family, and Jesus appeared to her and gave her my name, and now she's so much in love with the Lord, right? Didi Tiger say, bad company indeed corrupts good manner. Yes. Vivian Fraha said, happy belated birthday, Pastor. Thanks for blessing us with this powerful message. Love from Las Vegas. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vivian. Okay. Festus Treasure says, nice wisdom that you are transferring to me, letting me to know my right from my left. Good message, sir. Pray for me. Thank you. Okay. Ladi Shorunke says, you will find what you are looking for if you look hard enough in the right places. That's all right. And Yetunde is writing the summary of this message to you people. So if you need it written down. Ikifa says from Canada, good morning, Saskatchewan. Thank you so much for that. Fleur says, aha, Pastor Sunday is, okay, I read that. Well, I'm sure that I also want to use the opportunity again to thank all of you that greeted me for my birthday yesterday, that visited and so look into all the video that. I hope you enjoyed the birthday reports we did for you. I hope you liked it and you appreciated the fact that we took our time, and especially to Igor, that Igor and the team took their time to give you some report from the birthday celebration yesterday. So we had a nice time. It was a wonderful time of fellowship, and that is the one way to fill your life with inspiration, by surrounding yourself with people who love you, who care about you. So if you are inspired by that birthday yesterday, or you have not even seen it, you can go to the video section and watch it. And if you are inspired by it, write something and tell us what you are blessed with, or what inspired you, or what encouraged you, or what blessed you from the birthday celebration yesterday. You could write here on the comment, or you could write to me in my inbox or to my email. Just trying to be a blessing to you. And if you are blessed, I'm very happy. And so I also want to ask all of you to go and share this message. Please go ahead and share the message. Go and press the share link. I will still read a few comments. I have 2 more minutes to go. So while I will still be reading the comments, you can go back to your timeline, press the share, and then you can still come back here before we finish. Success Fakolade is saying, thank you so much. You have taught me the power of my environment. It's life transforming. Thank you, Success. Obadiah is saying, good morning. Thank you so much for the nuggets for life. I really emulate your approach, even raising and releasing, even wish a lot of leaders hold on to. More grace to your life. Thank you. Thank you to Obadiah. Nina Greshana, здравствуйте, доброе утро, спасибо за поздравление, я видел ваше поздравление вчера. Okay, Ernest Ebong says, Pastor, when is the next HMT in Kyiv? I want to start making plans to attend. The next HMT might be in November if I will still be in the country. Maybe I will be out before then, but just write us, we'll inform you. Thanks and happy birthday. You share the same birthday with my daughter. Wow, she's 13. And I have a daughter who is 13 too. And she's very proud to share a birthday with the father's mentor. Wow, she has a great destiny. She has a great destiny. She's going to be a life changer in Jesus' name. So we release blessings of God upon her. So, yeah. Helen Kushnarenka. Елена, здравствуйте. Спасибо за слово. Даже на английском вы пишете, пастор, вы на меня влияете позитивно. Даже когда я сейчас несколько слов только понимаю по-английски, это замечательно. Wow. This lady, who is one of our members here, is writing that, Pastor, I don't understand English, but I'm listening to you anyway, to your broadcast, because even though I don't understand English. I only understand a few words in English. But when I still listen to you, I still get inspired, nevertheless. So she doesn't speak English, but she's listening to me. Natalia Valentinovna, thank you for your birthday wish. Gloria Ohia, Pastor, please pray for me, divine healing, restoration. Yes, I agree with you, and I release that healing power upon you for total healing, victory, and restoration in Jesus' name. Shegun Fatuma says, amazing words of wisdom. Okay. From you every day. God bless you, sir. Thank you, Brother Shegun. Fumilayo Agape said, I love the way you celebrate it. Okay. That's talking about the birthday. Free with everyone. That is the word we need. So sad. All the world cannot be one. Many times I weep for that. It is well. Well, thank you so much. I'll be back tonight with a review about this topic, surrounding yourself with the right people, the people that positively influence you or who positively impact your life, and inspire you to be inspired through the books you read, the words you listen to, and the people around you. That decides your destiny. God bless you. I will see you tonight. And for people who don't know when we meet, in the evening is 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. British time, 8 p.m. European time, and 2 p.m. American time, Eastern time in America. And so that will be tonight, 9 o'clock Ukrainian time. And then tomorrow morning we'll be back again. God bless. Have a wonderful day.